My sister staged a family intervention, claiming I was a bad influence on her kids. She even made my parents choose. So I showed them something behind closed doors. I'm sitting in my parents' living room on their old floral couch, while my sister Rachel paces back and forth listing every reason I'm supposedly ruining her kids. The afternoon light coming through the bay window feels too bright, too exposing. She teaches them to question authority, Rachel says, her voice shaking. Last week Mason told his teacher that homework on weekends is unfair. Where do you think he learned that? I open my mouth, but Rachel cuts me off. And it's not just that. She turns to our parents, who are sitting across from me like judges. She bought Lily a book about Rosa Parks without asking. Then Lily started questioning rules that don't make sense. My dad nods along like I'm some criminal corrupting innocent children. Mom sits there wringing her hands, won't even look at me. Rachel's been building this case for months. She pulls out her phone, starts scrolling through screenshots of texts where I told her daughter it's okay to have different opinions. Photos of me buying them books about historical rebels. Look at this. She shoves her phone in Dad's face. Last Tuesday, Lily refused to wear the dress I picked for school photos. She said Aunt Ellie told her to dress how she feels comfortable. That's not what I said, I interject. I told her she looked beautiful no matter what she wore. Don't twist my words, Rachel snaps. You're undermining my parenting at every turn. The kids come home from your house with ideas that contradict everything we teach them. What exactly are you teaching them? I ask. To never question anything? See? Rachel throws her hands up. This is exactly the attitude I'm talking about. She thinks everything's a joke. She thinks she knows better than me. Then comes the ultimatum, the real reason we're here. Rachel sits next to Mom, takes her hand. You need to choose, she tells our parents, tears forming. Either she stays away from my kids completely, or we're done. No more family dinners, no more holidays. You won't see your grandchildren anymore. I watch Mom's face crumble. She looks at me with this desperate expression, like she's begging me to just apologize. Dad clears his throat. Ellie, maybe it's best if you give Rachel some space, just for a while. We don't want to lose access to the grandkids. The words hit like a physical slap. They're choosing her, choosing the threat over standing up for me. I feel tears burning behind my eyes. That's when I pull out my phone. My hands are shaking, but my voice is steady. Actually, before I go, there's something you all should see. Rachel's eyes narrow. What are you doing? Remember when you asked me to pick up Mason early last month? You said you had an important work meeting that ran late? Yeah, so? Rachel's voice is defensive now. I show them the timestamp. October 18th, 2:47 p.m. Then I turn the phone around. It's Rachel's silver Honda parked outside O'Malley's bar on 5th Street. That could be anyone's car, Rachel says quickly, but her face has gone pale. I swipe to the next photo. October 20th, 2:52 p.m. Same bar, different spot. Then another. October 25th, October 27th, November 1st, November 3rd. I have 6 weeks of these, I say quietly. Every Wednesday and Friday afternoon. The school calls me to pick up the kids because she doesn't answer her phone 12 times this semester. I never told you because I thought I was helping. I thought she was just overwhelmed with work. Rachel stands up, her chair scraping. You were following me? Stalking me? No, I say calmly. I was covering for you. I was picking up your kids when you were too drunk to answer. The school nurse has my number as emergency contact now because you've been unreachable so many times. Dad takes the phone from my hand, scrolling through the photos himself. His face is hard to read. Mom has both hands over her mouth. Last Wednesday, I continue, Mason asked me why his mom's breath smells funny when she picks them up. He's 9 years old and he's already learning to recognize the signs, just like we had to with Uncle Tom. That's a low blow, Rachel hisses. Why? I ask. Because it's uncomfortable? Lily told me sometimes you fall asleep on the couch and they have to make their own dinner. Mason said you forgot to pick them up from soccer twice last month. Those are lies, Rachel says, but there's no conviction in her voice. I pull up my call log, show it to Dad. 12 calls from Mason Elementary School, 8 calls from Lily asking me to come get them because Mom's not home yet, 4 texts from Mason saying he's scared. The room goes completely silent. You can hear the clock ticking on the mantle. Dad's face has gone from confused to angry. Mom is crying openly now. Rachel just sits there, frozen, all the self-righteous anger drained from her face. I look at my parents. So yes, I taught them to question authority. I taught them that it's okay to speak up when something doesn't feel right. And apparently, I'm the bad influence here. I stand up, grab my purse. Rachel's been so worried about me corrupting her kids, but maybe she should have been worried about them seeing through her lies. Who's the bad influence now?